Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Dawn from Dawn Williams Tarot. Thank you so much for finding your way to my video. If you're new to my channel, of course, I would love for you to join us by subscribing. And please, please, please click the like button. This doesn't cost you anything. All these people are out here creating all this content for you. And so if you could have a generous heart and click us back, that's really helpful for us to grow, to get more people to watch our videos, that type of thing. So I appreciate it if you would do that for me. How are you guys doing? We finally made it into December. Yay! I don't know. The last month was pretty tough for a lot of people. I'm finding it really interesting in the videos that I've created so far, because I'm going through, this round of videos that I'm doing. And I'm about more than halfway through, I would say. And I'm noticing a lot of the videos, there's a lot of heavy energy around our thoughts, around sleepless nights, about things that are really bothering us. And we're so busy during the day, and we're putting those thoughts behind us because we're just trying to grind through the day, right? That what happens is that it's building up. When it's time for us to go to sleep, a lot of us are having a hard time sleeping. Keep in mind that that energy is also part of the ascension process. We are also getting slammed with solar flares. I believe there was an X-class solar flare that was meant to either hit on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of December, whatever it is. And that's a lot of energy. And at first, when I heard about that solar flare, because they don't happen very often, but they're starting to happen more often than they used to. And I know it's because Gaia, our beautiful planet, is going through her ascension process, and her position is kind of like, I put up with all you people all this time, so I'm going to move up because she's been, she has been approved, I guess, if you would call it that. God has said, yeah, we're going to move you up into her next evolutionary stage, right? And that's part of this process of moving into this new earth energy. Her energy will be resonating, the vibration will raise up to that 5th dimensional energy. So if we are going to stay on this trajectory and move with her on this ascension process, which is one of those things, and I don't know this for an absolute fact, but my guidance is telling me that this is one of those rare opportunities for humanity, for people, especially earth people, to go through this process. She has not gone through this process before. And it's kind of like an experiment, and we're part of that experiment. So I find the whole thing very fascinating. I could talk about this stuff for hours and hours and hours. I wish that you were like sitting across the table for me so we could talk about these things in person, because I'm fascinated by this whole thing. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read your cards today. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards to start off the reading. Then I'm going to do your reading. And then at the end, I'm going to pull 4 cards from the Archangel Power deck that I have. Those additional messages are usually going to tie up your reading for you. However, it is also additional messages that may come in. They don't always succinctly work with the stuff that I've already talked about. Sometimes it's additional things that Spirit wants to share with you. So I do hope that you will stay to the end and listen to those messages, because I find them a really beautiful nugget of information that come directly from the angels, right? Okay, so let's get started on your reading. And also, I just wanted to let you know that if you do post any comments to me, if there's things that you'd like to share with me, I read all those. I do respond to everyone. So I just want you to know that. Okay, so your first card is Let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. This is really getting you to slow down, isn't it? Because we're in such a busy time. December's such a busy month. You know, we're preparing for the holidays. You know, we're doing the tree and we're decorating and we're buying gifts and running around and doing all this stuff that's outside of our normal day to day, right? But I really feel as though as we're moving towards 2024, things are going to be start moving a lot more quickly. And I feel like that's what some of this solar flare energy is doing, is it's preparing us for this fast movement to come in. So if you get an opportunity, even if it's just for 5 minutes, please try to tap in, because it seems like to me, Virgo, that spirit wants to have a conversation with you. Truth is in the silence. Okay, so now this is from the Doreen Virtue Archangel Oracle deck. Oh, yay! This is a card called Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon, I work with him every single day. I love him. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Yes, bring it on, right, Virgo? Oh, what a beautiful card. I love it. When I see Sandalphon, I don't see him with these red wings. I see his energy more of a bronzy. But you know, these other people's depictions of what they think these guys look like. And I'm not even right. I'm not sure that I'm right, right? I don't really know. I haven't seen, although I feel their energy. I feel their energy. I feel like I'm connected to the angels. When I call them in, I can tell the difference now because I've been working with them since the 90s. I started working with the archangel realms in the 90s. Specifically, Archangel Metatron, who is the overseer of all the angels. Beautiful information about that angel. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the cards for your reading. I'm going to lay them all out, and then I'm going to tell you what they are. What do our beautiful Virgos need to know? What information do you want to share with them to bring them clarity, insight? Speak to their heart, please. I call in our higher selves. I call in our guardian angels, those angels that work with us each and every day, that have our back, always have our back, spirit. I call in the archangels. I call in all of the spiritual masters, anyone that is working with each and every individual that will happen to come upon this reading, this message. We call in our ancestors. We call in the God of our heart, as well as the goddess of our heart, Father, Mother, God. Please give us clarity. Please help me read for them. Give them the messages that is going to help them as I am honored to be of service today. Okay, Virgo. Flip the deck. Last split. And I pull your cards. Okay. This first column has to do with your past. And then we're going to have kind of your current energies. And then we're going to have future energies. Let me move these over a little bit. I'm using these smaller cards because I was using big cards, and there just isn't enough room. I got to figure out a way to really get all of these for us to be able to visually see them all. Wow, Virgo. So it's really interesting, Virgo. So Magician, no, Knight of Pentacles. No, we have King, Queen. So we do have divine counterparts here. Okay, so as I'm looking, I see swords, I have cups, I do have wands, and I do have pentacles. Okay, so we're pretty good. We're pretty well covered here, Virgo. You only have, interestingly, you only have one major arcana, and it's your very first card, and it's the Sun card. This card, of course, is in your past. But that doesn't mean that the sun isn't still shining on you. I believe that when you get major arcana cards, the energies of those cards can work with us anywhere from 6 months to a year. Okay. So I really do feel as though the sun is blessing you. The sun is healing you. This is about healing, nurturing, taking care of you, being blessed, the sun shining on you. Because the sun is all about wellness, right? Wellness, health, good health, happy, joy. This is also about a card of renewal, right? Feeling better. Some of you may have been coming out of an illness or something like that, and the sun is shining on you and you're feeling good again. This is a beautiful card. This is in your past. We also have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of winning at all costs. As you can see, he has defeated these two people here who have laid down their swords. He's going behind them and he's taking their swords. And the reason why he's doing that is so that he doesn't have to fight them again. So this energy is at winning at all costs. And this could be energy that you're feeling like you're just going to win. You might have your sights set on something. And you're just determined. And it's just the way it is. It's kind of like, let the cards fly, right? Let them fall where they're going to fall. Or this could very well be that someone was someone was competing against you in some way. So this is kind of a card of competing. But fives are also about changes as well. So this would have a change in your way of thinking, the way that you normally would behave, right? Because it has to do with the way we express our thoughts, our ideas. This also has a change in communication of some kind. So it could very well be that you have had miscommunications with somebody that's close to you or a workmate or something like that. And it feels as though, even though this is in your past, that energy must still be there in a little bit of a sting of some kind. So we'll look forward and see if we get any resolution for that for you. Your next card is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice. This is also a card of illusions. And this is another thing that Spirit was talking to me about. On Wednesday this last week, well, this is Saturday, so this last Wednesday, I happened to wake up. I thought I was good. I thought I was fine. I got up, got ready, all the stuff. And then I don't know, made coffee, had my breakfast, whatever. I sat down on my sofa and I had a little bit of a chill. And a lot of people are saying, with the changes, with all the stuff that we're going through right now, that they're having these spikes in their body temperatures. Are you feeling that? Are you feeling spikes in your body temperatures? Meaning you go from hot to cold and cold to hot, and it hits you however it hits you. Well, I got chilled. So I took a blanket and I wrapped it around me. And, I thought, I'm just going to curl up here. And I fell asleep and I slept for hours, like hours. But one of the things that happened was I was having all these lucid dreams. I was in all these dreams. So I did get up, I got a pad of paper and I started writing down the stuff, and I kept going in and out of sleep for most of the day. But one of the things that Spirit was talking to me about was our illusions about a reality, our illusions of what we tell ourselves in order for us to be able to function sometimes, because many of us have a lot of trauma. And so this card of illusions could be one of those things where the clarity isn't quite there. You may be spoiled for choice, but what Spirit always tells me with this specific card is no matter what direction you go, what choice you decide to make it with your heart. Make sure that your heart is engaged when you make that choice. Now, going back to the illusion thing. The illusion thing is we tell ourselves these little white lies, or we tell ourselves, I really don't want to deal with this issue right now, and I'm too busy, and I've got all this stuff that's taking my time. And so what happens with this little issue? This little issue starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we make concessions for things. And so one of the things that Spirit was giving me as part of my path, as part of my revelation about myself, is to look at those areas in my life where I have done that, where I have allowed that to happen. And just assess it, just be aware of it, because it feels as though things are going to come in that will trigger us, that will cause a reaction. And one of the things that Spirit is really working with me on is being able to take a step back and being able to look at things from the 40,000 foot overview, like really looking at things kind of in a detached, as an observer type of a way. See what happens when these cards come up. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Anyway, I'm sharing that with you because that may be something that you are going to work through for yourself as well. Where are the illusions in your own life that you're telling yourself that may be preventing you from moving forward on your spiritual path? Okay. Next column has to do with current energies. We have got the Four of Swords. Now, this card doesn't surprise me. A lot of people are feeling very soul tired. Like you've been fighting. There's all this stuff for us to look at. You can go down so many rabbit holes about so many issues, right? And a lot of us that, have turned to alternative media and have looked into those big, deep rabbit holes, it's a heavy weight, especially as we're realizing that a lot of the things that we thought about our reality were our truth are coming. We're realizing that there's a lot of lies, but I mean, you can look at Hollywood and recognize and realize, or you can look at even our own government. You can look at there's just so many. Look at how much just our educational system has changed. There's so many things, right? So this card is a card of looking for mental stability, being able to rest. This card is a card of deep rest, and this card is saying you really need to take the time and give yourself a break. Try to find those breaks when you can. That card is followed by the Three of Cups. I love this card. The Three of Cups is a card of celebrations. I always look at this card as, these three people coming together, celebrating something. It could be just their friendship, right? But it looks as though some of you are going to be invited to some parties this month, or you're going to be getting together with friends. Could very well be that, I don't have anything about nostalgia, but it could very well be that you're going to have some celebrations this month that is going to bring more joy and love and light into your life. So that's a beautiful card. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of defending yourself, standing up for yourself. Earth signs, us earth signs. So you're a Virgo, I'm a Taurus. A lot of times we will allow people, we don't have the distinct, very clear boundaries, healthy boundaries. A lot of times we'll allow people to get away with a little bit of whatever. But we are now moving into a time where we are standing in our sovereignty. We need to defend ourselves in a sense of we're standing up for ourselves in that we won't allow people to walk on us. We won't allow people to take advantage of us anymore. We will start calling them out. And that's kind of what this card represents. Now, you can do those actions without being mean and nasty. You don't have to be like just reacting with, vitriol. You can do that in a really gentle way. And some people might say that, it is, what is it called when you passive aggressive, whatever it is, if you just decide that you're just not going to respond. I mean, you can just not respond, right? How people interpret you and your actions is based on what you allow them to get away with, right? Well, this is saying, no, I'm going to stand up for myself a lot more. And that's what this card represents for you, Virgo. Okay, what's moving in to your energies here is we've got a gift. Some of you may be getting a gift of a second job, another form of income. This could very well be, so as you can see, this we've got the hand of God here handing you this pentacle. And pentacles are all about our health, for one. So it could very well be that some of you are have gone to the doctor and had, your annual routine, whatever, and you've got the clear bill of health. And phew, thank goodness, right? But this could also represent money. It represents money, your stability, your wealth, those kinds of things. So it could very well be that you're going to find a new way to invest your money. It could be that you're going to find a new job opportunity. It could very well be that this is going to be, you're going to be purchasing something for your home, right, that you're going to agree on and spend the money to do that. Could very well be that you're looking at different ways to diversify your portfolio. But whatever it is, something's coming in, giving you these options. And as it's a gift and as it's an opportunity, once this opportunity comes in, you then have to take it and do something with it. You have to take an action, okay? So whatever it is, it looks like it's a beautiful blessing that's coming in that is representative of either your home, your health, a career, a possession, physical security, any of those items, okay? Next, we have the King of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting is pretty much the rest of your reading, like your very next column, it's all in the good stuff. That's filled with people. So you got a lot of people coming up. Now, here is your divine counterparts right here. And they were side by side. So this could either represent your mom and dad. This could represent you and your significant other. This could represent an aunt and uncle. It could represent, and two of them as being, these are divine counterparts, right, that are together. These individuals are very warm. They're generous. They're kind. The king himself has created his very own wealth, as well as the queen typically can create her own wealth as well. She is not afraid to work. She's not afraid to, put her energies out there to create what she wants. Both of them have a beautiful home, or, it feels very warm and comfortable when you go to their home. You always feel warm and welcome. This could be somebody that, these people could be people that you're going to be visiting or working with, or maybe you're going to start a new job and it's a mom and pop place and the, husband and wife work together, something like that. But somehow or another, they're going to have significant kind of an impact on your life at this time. And then the last card in this column does not surprise me. This is the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior energy. This is telling me that you've been working really hard. This is telling me that you have been doing your due diligence. You've been doing your spiritual work as well as your day-to-day grind. And you could be feeling very tired, which once again is confirming this Four of Swords, meaning that you really do need to take some time to rest, relax, rejuvenate. The other thing about this card that I will mention is that if you are feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling as though you have been working on a project, or you've been working on a job, or you've been working on something for quite a long time, and you're feeling as though you're just going through the day-to-day motions of it. This is almost to conclusion. So Spirit is telling you, you're making very good progress. Keep going. And then your final column has to do with all the good things that are coming in for you. And the first one was the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a badass queen. She is the one that can really manifest very easily. She is very intuitive. She's warm. She's wise. She takes action, right? This queen is one of those people that doesn't really care what anybody else thinks about them. And how that is depicted on the card is when tarot cards were first created, tarot cards were created way back in the 1400s, to believe it or not. They started out as regular playing cards for the rich and famous, of course. But as they progressed through the years, they had a lot of symbolism for, hierarchy and the royal court and all of that. So back then, black cats were considered evil. They were considered evil. They would kill them, right? They would kill the black cats. And this queen has got a black cat, and she loves this cat, and this cat loves her because she's not allowing other people to impression her. So that's the whole point of this. The other thing is, if you look at this queen, she also has this sunflower right here, and she has sunflowers on her throne here, right? So that means that the sun is always blessing her. She's very inspirational. She's very creative. She's got a lot of passion. She will definitely put a fire under your butt. So this is somebody that you're going to be coming into contact with, or this could be your energy, right? This could be you moving into this energy. Because the next card is then the Queen of Pentacles, which we discussed. This is a warm queen that you're going to be either working with or working close by, or having Christmas dinner with. I don't know, something along those lines. And then your final card in this reading, it has to do with this Knight of Cups. Now, this Knight of Cups is kind of the knight in shining armor. So if some of you are looking for relationships, it looks as though, the rest of this reading doesn't have very much love in it. So I don't really think it's a love reading. But I do feel as though that there is an opportunity for love to come in for you. And this this person would be kind of a chivalrous type of a person, wears his heart on his sleeve. He believes in the flowers and the letters and the romance, right? So this would be the romantic type of a person. And the other thing about knights is this is, faster moving energy. So it looks like that's a possibility for you there, Virgo. Okay, so far this looks really good. It looks like you're going to be working with these two queens, a king, and you have a knight in shining armor coming in. And the rest of the stuff has to do with you personally, like the things that you're working through and being recognized for. The other thing too is you do have the Sun card that is shining down on you, and you also have gifts from God coming in. How beautiful is that? Okay, I gotta move these guys all up a bit so I have a little more room here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull your cards from the Archangel Power Tarot. I am gonna pull four cards, but because this deck is so big and it's bigger than my hands, the way that I'm gonna do it is I shuffle prior to your reading. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split the deck, and I'm going to take the top card, And I'm going to take the bottom card. And then I'm going to put all the deck together again. And I'm going to split the deck one more time. Take the top card. And take the bottom card. Now, let's read what you got. And once again, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me here. I am winded, long-winded. Once again, I would really love it if you would like and subscribe. So I'd appreciate that. Also, you know, I do meditate on these readings before I do them, and I do ask Spirit to call in all of my subscribers prior to me doing these readings. And I do that because Spirit will pull your energy in so that the readings can be for you. Because once you're subscribing, it's like you're giving me permission to read, right? And I always ask for permission. I don't just arbitrarily read people's auras or their energy or anything without prior permission, because I just have that as, that's one of my tenets with Spirit. Okay, your first card is the King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, and you're using your resources wisely. That is this king right here. So this is just saying this king is going to play an important role here coming in, okay? That's just verifying that. Seven of Gabriel, stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. This is the one I was telling you about with the Seven of Wands. This confirming. Okay, then we have the Two of Ariel. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once and make work fun. That's a great, you can see this person's upside down. So yeah, they're looking for a little balance, right? They're juggling it. Make work fun. It's important to have balance, especially during this busy time. So again, I'm going to just reiterate that Four of Swords, because that Four of Swords energy was really, you do need to rest. So please honor yourself. Please give back to yourself. You can't afford to get sick. So please give yourself the attention that you need, okay? Your final card today is the Ten of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. So if I was gonna, I would say this is the Ten of Cups in the regular deck here. And the thing about this is it is a happily ever after card. And you can see these two are together. There's children playing in the back. So so not only are you being blessed with a happy family and this time together, but God's bringing you this gift as well. This has been an amazingly great reading, Virgo. I've really loved the energy of this. I feel as though there is some heaviness in terms of really needing to rest. I do see that there has been some conflicts right in your past, right, with that Five of Swords, winning at all costs kind of energy that may have been thrown at you instead of you participating, right, that you didn't see coming, or maybe it was in your last reading, I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you have found something here that has been helpful to you. I so appreciate, I love all of you for being here. Thank you so much for blessing me. And until next time, please get your rest and take very good care of you. Cheers.